the best back down here. It's halved its quote.
Well, John Hawkes has got 7 runners. We see the jockeys now. 7 runners in the race. The Inghams have got 6 of those. There's Damien Oliver. And Cousy, the one that they've come for here. But it's just been so hard to try and find the right horse. Here's Cousy. He won the Skyline his last start. He was second in the Blue Diamond behind Rodine, and won at Rose Hill in February. So hasn't done a lot of racing, but it's been good.
Yes, and I would say he certainly looks better today than he's ever looked before. And John Hawkes is confident that his bad behaviour at Canterbury was just due to inexperience, and he will be a better horse today.
He'll probably be strong at the end, you'd think. Exceed and Excel. There are 82 Danehills nominated for the Golden Slipper. This is the one that's left standing. Won the Todman and second in the Black Opal before that.
He looks good, and probably he's the only horse that's ever gone into a Golden Slipper because he had his neck stretched. He was going to be sent out to the paddock. He had a problem. A chiropractor stretched his neck, and there he is today.
Good line, good story. Hammer Beam, number 3, 5th in the Pago, was 3rd in the size. This is a horse that beat Murphy's Blue Boy. Seems a long time ago at Caulfield.
If the pace was scintillating, which it promises to be, Hammer Beam could finish on very boldly. That's what John Hawkes anticipates. Under those circumstances, would have a good chance at long odds.
It's been spec, so is this Snip Attack at odds. It won the Gold Sovereign down in Launceston and Tassie. That's why Snip Attack got enough prize money to come in. But won the Froggatt at Flemington, at Moonee Valley, I should say. He's on the improve.
Yes, I just wonder where he'll be from the awkward 9 gate, but he looks well.
Niello, the brother of Lonhro and the son of Octagonal, Darren Beedman, who's won the race twice before John Hawkes. He's been basically the favourite for about the last 5 or 6 weeks, and he's probably just lost that here today.
Yes, well, you look at him and you think he would be a better horse over 1,400 metres again. The pattern of the race could unwind for him. With the breaks in the run, he'll certainly be in the finish.
Face value, Pat Payne, the rider, second in the Skyline, second in the Randwick. Won 3 races in Queensland before that.
Bevan Lamming scratched him from an engagement last Saturday to have him spot on for today. He looks in magnificent condition, but you just wonder. That wide gate puts a cloud over his prospects.
Polar Success, we've met their owners already today. They're an amazing group. Won the Riesling, second in the Silver Slipper. Form is very, very good. Beat Jamaica on its debut at Rose Hill.
Well, they should be very happy with the way Polar Success looks today. She's got tactical speed. She's got the ability to run a race again. It's just how she'll handle that wide barrier and how much juice will be required by her to get over near the rail.
Here's Hasner, a really good filly. She'd won 3 races before the Magic Millions. She was 5-4 favourite in the Magic Millions and didn't fire. At Rose Hill, 4 starts, 3 wins, 1 place, and she's the Silver Slipper winner.
She's tough and she's fit and she will give her all, but the closer it gets to the Slipper, the more it makes you wonder just whether she's quite good enough.
Another one for Gai Waterhouse, Shamika. She's the fresh blood, so to speak. Won the Magic Night. Hadn't raced for 133 days prior to that. Led all the way on that occasion.
She had all the breaks last week to win, but there again, she's an improving type on an upward spiral. She has improved since her last start success, but she's got to improve considerably to win here.
Here's Legally Bay, the odd one out in one way, the only non-Ingham owned, Woodland Stud owned runner that John Hawkes is training. Nothing wrong with his form. Won the Sweet Embrace and before that 3rd in the Silver Slipper.
When she started a campaign, John Hawkes told Connections she would have 3 runs and go into the Golden Slipper, and here she is. She's a very talented filly, but I think the edge in her favour is she's good today. So many of these are going to be better horses next season. This is her day.
Number 12 is Halle Berry, named after the actress. She's out of a mare called Brown Eyed Girl. Halle Berry was a hot favourite in the Blue Diamond. She ran 3rd. She's been kept very, very fresh. That race was 49 days ago. Can Damien Oliver win the Golden Slipper?
Well, I don't know whether this Halle Berry's as good a sort as a namesake, but she looks fit, she looks well, and she's got Ollie on board, and a lot of money is out there to say that she can win today.
Secret Land, Chris Muntz has just won on Shower of Roses, the Arrowfield 4 Gai Waterhouse, bolted in at Kembla Grange at her last start. First start at Rose Hill.
Yes, she's probably potentially the best 2-year-old in the race, but she does a few things wrong, and while I've got her at a top bracket chance, she's going to need the breaks.
Dorkie's been all over the place, number 14, raced in Queensland in December, ran in Melbourne in the spring, was third in the Riesling last start.
And what a terrific run it was in the Riesling too, where Dorkie has a chance, but that wide gate just puts cold water on her.
How funny, the fourth for the Gay Waterhouse stable. She won a listed race at Doomben in December, has been a winner here at Rosehill.
Perhaps was disappointing last week, but was ridden back in the field, suffered a check. Difficult to see her winning, but nevertheless it wouldn't be surprising to see her do much better and take up a much closer position today.
16 Syrinx, number 6 in the John Hawkes stable. Big win was the Breeder Stake in Adelaide, where it beat the Hot Pot Regrowth that day.
But would have to improve very, very sharply on her Canberra form to win.
And probably Frassasas the same. Kieran McAvoy to ride, 8th at Moonee Valley in the Silver Jubilee. 2nd in the Breeders, has one at Flemington.
Perhaps the most interesting point about Frassasas are the colours. They're the Ingham's 6 set. How many owners in the history of Australasian racing have had 6 sets of colours?
I reckon it might be a first, Max. So who's going to be the lucky jockey, trainer and the connections? They're on their way to the post for the $3 million Amy Golden Slipper Stakes.
Before too long in front, Victory Vane claims it. Snowland Brief Embrace, yell back behind them from Callaway Gal. Bella Street can't get out and Tonchase down the outside. Victory Vane in front, Callaway Gal for Queensland. Callaway Gal, Bonjay and Squires here, but Callaway Gal got the fly and grabbed them. I think got there. Callaway Gal has just won the Golden Slipper from Victory Vane in the photo.
Well, 12 months is a long time. Callaway Girl ran today about 5 minutes ago at Doomben and finished second last, but last year she was the winner of the Amy Golden Slipper. What's happening out in that betting ring? The money still coming for Kusi, Greg?
New favourite, Bruce Kusi's now the favourite. When betting started here before the first race on the Golden Slipper, it was double each way odds. It's now under the each way odds. So a huge go, Kusi. It's been the best back runner. Going down the field, exceeding the Excellas getting out. Hammerbeam's been backed at longer odds, so is Snip Attack. Niello's getting out in the market. Face Value, not much doing there. Polar Success and Hasna, there's been specking for them at double figure odds. Shamika has been drifting. Legally Bay has been around the double each way odds, and it's holding firm. Hallaberry's been well backed at longer odds, so is Dorkie. Secret Land the favourite, just starting to get out a little bit. And now that Kusi has come in, Secret Land just starting to get out, and then down the bottom, not a lot doing there. So Kusi, best back runner, new favourite for the Golden Slipper.
So big news there from the betting ring. Time to join our Master of Ceremonies, Craig Willis.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask you please to be upstanding for the National Anthem of Australia, to be performed by the lead star from Mamma Mia, the hit musical based on the songs of ABBA. Now playing at Sydney's Lyric Theatre, please welcome Anne Wood.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia
Anne Wood there from the stage play Mamma Mia with the national anthem, back with the 2003 Amy Golden Slipper. a section of the expectant and widely enthusiastic crowd here. It's a wild sort of day at Rosehill, and a very important part of this race is just how the horses have settled as they've made their way to the barrier. Jim Cassidy, who's already won on Ha Ha and is riding today on Shamika, said instinct takes over when you're jockeying the Golden Slipper. You back your judgment in or out, forward or back. You just make it happen. If you blink, it's over. That's the pressure the jockeys are under as they go to the post for the Amy Golden Slipper. That's Frassasas, Kira McAvoy. They're working on that horse at the moment. Snip Attack's about to go up. Simon, I think, surrounded the barrier. Simon Marshall. We all want to know how the favourites have travelled. So there's Kuzi, who's sweating up a fair bit, but does go into the post. Simon, what are your impressions of the main chances here?
Yeah, Kuzi dances and prances a little bit. He can get a little fizzy, Bruce. That's normally him. Exceed and Excel, he's trying to stamp his authority around behind the barriers. He's wanting to lash out and run over anything that comes near him. So he's ready to run. And I just got to stop and talk about Niello. I've been standing there with Darren Beeben watching this horse. He turns around, he has a look at the grandstand, like his champion father Octagonal, his full brother Lonro. They all do the same. They get behind the barriers and they stop and prop for about 3 seconds, have a look at the crowd, and then they walk on. Darren gives them all a pat, and I asked Darren that question. I said, mate, they all do this. He said, yeah, mate, it's a good sign if they're going to be good. So Niello's spot on. Shamika Jimmy's just here walking around the Clark of the course. She's hardly sweated up at all. She's really relaxed, this filly, so she's going to run her best race. Face Value was one that took my eye. He's really wound up and really forward, but we've had no problems, touch wood, with about 5 to move in.
Just noticed Secret Land went in riderless. She can really fizz up. Let's go back to Greg Radley in the ring.
Well, she's firmed up in the ring. Secret Land is now back into favouritism. This has been an unbelievable betting race. Just in front of Kuzi now. So the favourite Secret Land in front of Kuzi, but they've backed the lot.
So Niello goes in. There's Polar Success and Shamika, and also Dorky. Almost set now for the 2003 $3 million Amy Golden Slipper. Let's join Ian Craig, courtesy of Sky Channel.
Polar Success takes up her posse now. Here's Hasner moving forward. So John Hawkes with 7 runners and Gay Waterhouse with 4. Face Value is drawn the extreme outside. He and Hasner will be the last pair. The starter, Billy Dale, has come down to his stand, and we're almost set for a start in the 2003 Amy Golden Slipper Stakes. $3 million were they. Set to go. They're racing in the slipper. Beautiful start. Hammerbeam tending to drop off with Niello. Polar Success and Exceed Excel lead narrowly. Hallabree to third, followed by Shamika, and making up ground quickly is Legally Bay, followed by Hasner. How Funny on the inside, and then comes Snip Attack, a length and a half to a Secret Land, followed by Syrinx, and then Frassasas and Kuzi a long way back. The same for Dorky, and then Niello and Hammerbeam, and Face Value's last. In the slipper they sweep down past the 700. Exceed and Excel from Hasner. Polar Success back to third, Hallabree fourth, Snip Attack going around the outside with Shamika. 2 to Legally Bay, followed by Syrinx and How Funny, Secret Land, and then Dorky, followed by Kuzi and Frassasas, and a good margin, Face Value, Hammerbeam, and the yellow is last of all as they turn the corner, and the leader is Exceed and Excel. Hasner's going after Exceed and Excel. Polar Success followed by Shamika and How Funny, Hallabree, and then Legally Bay, followed by Secret Land. Plenty of hopes inside the 200, Hasner and Polar Success. How Funny getting up on their inside. It's Polar Success hitting the front in the slipper. They won't get Polar Success, and Polar Success beat How Funny and Hasner. Then Shamika followed by Dorky and Legally Bay. A break then Face Value, Secret Land, followed by Exceed and Excel in the yellow, and then Kuzi followed up by Hammerbeam, Hallabree, followed then by Syrinx and Frassasas, and Snip Attack near enough to last in the slipper of 2003.
Well, we met some of their owners earlier today. Polar Success, real battlers, and today she has been able to win for Graham Rogerson. Danny Beasley 4th ride in the Golden Slipper. He'd finished 4th, 3rd and 2nd prior to today, and home he has come from 2 of the Gay Waterhouse fillies, How Funny and Hasna. It was fillies 1st, 2nd and 3rd, fillies winning for the 4th consecutive year, and it's been Polar Success who has got home to win at pretty good odds. A fantastic race, a really trouble-free race. I don't think too many excuses for the beaten brigade today. Polar Success winning the Amy Golden Slipper.
Yes, Danny Beasley was able to give her a nice run, and that certainly paid very, very handsome dividends. But it does show the advantage of that 3 kilo pull in the weights for the fillies.
The owners, who number a tattooed landscaper, a postman, a miner, a road construction worker, a handyman, an accountant, a lawn bowler, a politician and a retiree, paid $7,000 each and bought the horse in August. Dreams come true, and they come through so quickly. What a win for Polar Success, for Danny Beasley, for the owners and for Graham Rogerson. And Simon Marshall is with Danny Beasley. Simon, he's been 4th, 3rd, 2nd and now he's won the Slipper.
Danny, mate, we talk about grand finals in racing. You're a boy that's grown up in the industry with dreams. You got a tear in your eye. Congratulations on winning the Golden Slipper, mate.
That's the Golden Slipper, Simon.
Yeah.
I went to a luncheon yesterday at CUB, and like you said, we spoke about grand finals. This is our grand final, and I've won the bloody grand final, Simon.
You have, mate. You kicked plenty of goals. Don't worry about that. Danny, she's a beautiful little filly, isn't she? You got a trouble-free run.
Oh, I jumped from 14, Simon. I've ended up 1 out, 1 back.
Yeah.
Roddy said to me during the week, you should be running 4th, 1 off the fence. I said, geez, you give me a task from 14. Guess where I've ended up? I've ended up 1 off the fence.
And, mate, what about when she let down in front of this big crowd here at Rosehill?
So I rode her Tuesday morning. I'll tell you what, I've been grinning since.
Yeah.
It's a very, very good filly, this. It's been underrated, and so I'm lost for words, you know.
You're entitled to be, Danny. It's $3 million, mate, and it's a grand final. Congratulations.
Can I just say something? Cashy boy, I've got the Slipper, son. I'm bringing it home for you, boy.
Well done, that's his little son, Cashy. There you go, Danny Beasley, winning rider.
Well, I can tell you, it is unbelievable scenes down here in the mounting yard. Michael Edwards, one of the part owners. You're a handy man. Yeah. You're a Golden Slipper winning owner. How does that feel?
I've got no feeling.
How did you come to get into this horse?
Oh, my wife got it for me for Father's Day.
Is that right?
Yep, a present for Father's Day.
And what about all the people who are now Golden Slipper owners with you? Their backgrounds are so diverse.
Yeah, that's right. They're all different kinds, all different people, all different jobs. Oh, I'm very happy. I don't know what to say.
Congratulations, Michael. Graham Rogerson, the winning trainer, is actually just with us, so we'll stay here and try and get a word to Graham as he comes and congratulates Nick Moratis with Exceed and Excel. Graham, congratulations. What a day for racing in general.
Well, it was great. And the first person to ring me after the race was Lloyd Williams. He devised my tactics to win the race. We went out hard from the barrier, got across, won off the fence. He rang me, he said, I knew you were home. I was trying to ring you before the race was over. Thank you, Lloyd.
Racing has fairy tale stories, but surely none like this diverse group of owners, many of whom are only their first racehorse.
It's unbelievable how some of them come to be in it, you know, from the Aboriginal people at Kempsey to everyone. It's just a fairy tale story. And if it hadn't been for Jerry Harvey, I wouldn't have gone. He gave me an air ticket to the sale, so I had to buy a horse off him.
And finally, a wonderful ride too.
Yeah, he said to me when he went out to get on her, he said, I will win for you, Graham.
Graham Rogerson, the Golden Slipper winning trainer, congratulations.
So Danny Beasley coming back in. Yes, Polar Success was purchased for $32,000 for the Magic Million Winter Yearling sales last year. Jerry Harvey talked Graham Rogerson into going. He bought him the ticket, and then have a look at Danny. He's just overcome completely here. And we heard from one of the owners there that his wife bought him a share of this horse as a Father's Day present. I mean, it is one of the great stories. We met Bob earlier today, who was a lawn bowler, selling his wares in his shop. Boy, will they be celebrating. There's Danny down there with Richard Friedman.
It's one of the great Cinderella races on the turf. You see these stories. It's what makes racing great.
Peter Donegan, I think you might have another interview, mate.
I have.